Kyle James, can we look at CRM? Here's my big takeaway, Kyle. First of all, whatever trade you're doing, I don't know what you already own. If you're looking to trade this, et cetera, you'll have to fill me in on that. But just right off the bat, please understand this company's going to report earnings a week from Wednesday. It's going to be that September 3rd, the day before the football season. So whatever your trade plan is, no matter what direction it is, just make sure you have a plan for that earnings event. Some people don't hold, some people do hold. You'll have to let me know. But otherwise, in the near term here are the two key levels. It very clearly put in a double bottom here, 229, 230. We're going to call that an area. This double bottom held, it needed to hold. Now that we're starting to make our way back up, the most immediate key level for me is going to be this 246.38. You want to round that up to 246.5? I totally get it. We need to recapture and close above this 20-day moving average. We really do. We're peaking above it right now. We're still above it, even with the quarter percent pullback here. But we need to close above this. If we close above this, that then sets up the 50, the 100, and the 500 as your next levels higher. And then right above that 500, you've got this pretty nifty area that was a previous resistance area as well as a consolidation area back in March this year. Okay, so if I had to assign a number to that, I would put that here at 276 to 277. All right, so there's a ton of key levels here on CRM. And as long as this bottom holds and as long as the short-term trend continues to the upside, this should actually be a fairly easy trade to manage because you're going to know exactly where some of these resistance levels are. And you should know exactly, if you have a plan ahead of time, you should know exactly what you're going to do when the stock reaches those prices there. Also, let me know if you're trading this. Let me know if you're trading this via stock or options, because I would say if it's options, I would be a little bit quicker on the trigger finger to take the gains should you end up getting those gains. CRM has a head and shoulders formation on the daily time frame, and I'm waiting for it to get out of the way as well as I'm waiting for earnings to get out of the way. I may enter around 260. Okay, so your head and shoulders here, are you talking about kind of a longer term head and shoulders? Like, are you thinking that this is the left shoulder, here's the head, and here's the right shoulder? Let me know, Carl. Let me know, estimate that for me. I would imagine that would probably look, yeah. Okay, so if this trades back up, I would say to like near 300, Carl, I would say you have your head and shoulders. Right now, I would not agree here. I would not say that this is the right shoulder. It is a little bit janky. I do see what you're seeing, but personally, I would actually rather have this trade up first. Now, the other thing is that you'll realize if we do get a move up here that made this right shoulder, let's call it a little bit more even or a little bit more straight. If we were able to do that, both of these things could work, right? You could get a head and shoulders set up and you could get a really nice bounce. I had talked to you about the bottom here being a specific price level from the daily chart, but looking at the weekly chart, this is your 200-week moving average. It basically peaked beneath that moving average each time it came into that double bottom. And in each case, it popped back above it. So this is a good shout out. And you know what else, Carl? You know what else I'm going to do here? Just because we talked about this, I'm going to preemptively draw I've done this on other stocks. I'm going to preemptively draw the right shoulder, and I'm going to watch and see how this price kind of fills out this area. Maybe it stalls here around 288, 290. And in that case, even in that case, I would say that's a better looking head and shoulders because we've really kind of come up off this level. I don't think we have enough of that yet, but that's just me. Nonetheless, this is a good mention here. I'm going to leave this on my chart. Let me actually save this just to make sure no shenanigans get rid of it here. Let's overwrite that. I'm going to leave this on here, and I'm going to see if this fills out because some of these head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders that we've ended up identifying and trading, they've actually worked pretty good for trade setups. So shout out to you. Good stuff there on CRM.